An ode to Gianluca Vialli. Another great of the game has left us. Gianluca Vialli passing away at 58 years old. A lot of younger people may not have a clue really who he was, but he's a player and personality that deserves to be honored. Started his career at Cremonese back in 1980 and then moved on to Sampdoria where he had great success. That's where he formed his lifelong partnership and friendship with Roberto Mancini. They combined as a lethal strike partnership at Sampdoria, being nicknamed Il Gemelli del Gol, the Goal Twins. This was a peak in the club's history. With Vialli scoring double figures for 6 seasons, Sampdoria won 3 Coppa Italia titles, a Scudetto in 1990-91, as well as reaching the final in back-to-back UEFA Cup Winners' Cups. They lost the first to Barcelona, but won the second against Anderlecht. And after that season, he moved on to Juventus. Keep in mind, this was a world record fee for a player at £12.5 million, but Vialli was once the most expensive player on earth. Again, his 4 seasons at the Old Lady were all a success, winning a Scudetto, a Coppa Italia, a UEFA Cup, but especially the Champions League in 95-96. And then, as before, after winning a European title, he moved on, this time on a free transfer to Chelsea. Ruud Gullit was player manager at Chelsea, and he brought Gianluca Vialli to the club. He was an instant hit at Stamford Bridge. The fans loved him for his playing style, but especially check out the celebration on the very first goal he scored for the club, which was a fantastic volley. This is brilliant stuff. That season, Chelsea won the FA Cup, but he was really not playing much. And though he seemed like a great compliment to players like Zola and Petrescu, he just did not have a crucial role in the team. But in February of 1998, Ruud Gullit was sacked, and Gianluca Vialli took over as player manager. It's such a funny thing, the player manager thing. It's so cool. I would love to see it nowadays. That season, Chelsea, who were already in the semifinals of both competitions, ended up winning the League Cup and Cup Winners' Cup, which made him the youngest winner of that European competition as a manager at 33 years old. He kept playing, actually, all the way through the end of the 99 season, and in that time, he scored 14 goals for the club. But at the end of the 99 season, he ended up retiring, scoring in his final game against Derby County, and the following season, he led the club to FA Cup glory, but he also took Chelsea to the quarterfinals of their very first ever Champions League, where they were knocked out by Barcelona. In 2001, he was sacked by Chelsea, ended up going on to manage Watford for a year, but that didn't work out, and he never managed again. Italy, in the years that he was there, did not achieve any success, and he only scored 16 goals in 59 appearances, but his big honor with the Azzurri came in the Euro 2021. Once again, teaming up with his old buddy Roberto Mancini, who was the manager, he is the assistant. They went on to take the title home for Italy. He had already been battling with cancer before the tournament, and so this was him coming back, and for him to win was incredible. 1.5 years later, we lose Gianluca Vialli to cancer, but he was a class player, a class man, and heavily respected by everyone in the football community. So rest in peace, Gianluca Vialli.